Welcome to Anytech. In this video, I will show you how to turn on and off a fan using temperature sensor and ESP8266. So here are the components needed for the project.
We need a LCD screen. So the state of the fan and the temperature will be displayed on this screen. So we also have a relay. So since we just want to control the fan to turn on and off. So we don't need any stage, we don't need any level of switching. So we'll be using relay, and this is the relay, 5 volts DC relay. So here is the temperature sensor that we'll be using. So this is the temperature sensor, and we have our MCU, which is
ESP8266. So at the back of the LCD screen, there is I2C module attached to the board. Now looking at the pin, we have 4 pins at the back. Now looking at the screen, we have a 4 pin, and the first one is ground, the second one is VCC, while the third one is SDA, and the fourth one is LCL. So those are the pin that we'll be using for the screen. For the LCD, so we know our ground is ground on the board, and our VCC will be connected to 5 volts on the ESP. Our SDA will be connected to D2 or GPIO4, and our SCL will be connected to D1 GPIO5 on the board. Now looking at the relay, so this is how the connection will be. Now if you look at the screen, you see VCC is 5 volt. So the relay will be connected to 5 volt, the ground will be connected to ground, while the signal will be connected to D5 or GPIO 14. Now for the temperature sensor, the VC will be connected to 3 volts, while the GN will be connected to GN, and the signal pin will be connected to D6 or GPIO 12. And here we have a 220 ohm resistor. So that one is a pull up resistor. So that resistor will be connected to the signal pin and the VCC pin.
now we move to the connection side of this project. Now we start with the relay. So we're going to start the connection with the relay. So this is it. Now we are done with the connections. So the next thing on board now is to input our code to this board.
So this is the code for the project. Now to explain the code and the library that we'll be using. Now first one here is the dummy library, which is for the ESP8226, and the other one is another library for the connection of our wires. And here also Dallas temperature is for the temperature sensor. So we have the library for the temperature sensor too. While this one is also for the liquid crystal display.
and the I2C. That one is for the display, for the LCD display. And also this line is defined for the sensor pin, which is the temperature sensor. So we'll be using pin 12 on the board for the input signal of the temperature sensor. So here is the comment. So if you want to use ESP32, so you can change this pin 12 to pin 23 on the ESP32. It will also work. So here also the relay pin, which is output, our output, the relay pin here. So I'll be using pin 14, pin number 14 on the ESP822 seat. So if you want to use ESP32, just follow this comment. All you need to do is to change this pin 14 to pin 26. So after that, this is the sensor pin for the temperature sensor. That's temperature. Here liquid crystal display. Now we move to the float temperature. That is the temperature in Celsius. Now this one is just a comment. Forget about it. So the void setup, under the void setup, we have D12, which is the name of the temperature sensor. So it will initialize the sensor. Then on the LCD screen, it will initialize the LCD screen. Then it will on the backlight. So this line is open the backlight. Now our pin. This is our pin mode, which is 14. That is the output. That one is for the relay. So this is here we're going to define the pin mode 14 for the relay to be output. Now we're going to have a delay here. That means you're going to wait for some seconds. Now the serial begin. Under the void loop, we have the temperature. That is required temperature. Send the command to get temperature. So here we are going to send this area of this code. We send the command to get the temperature. Here also, it will read the temperature in Celsius. So we are using Celsius. So this line of code will tell it will read the temperature in Celsius. Back to serial print the temperature in Celsius. So all these are the display, what will be displayed on the LCD. Now moving back to here we have an if statement, which means if temperature C is maybe between so or between so or is greater than 28. For example, maybe the input temperature is let's say 26. So it will say temperature in Celsius 26 less than 28. So what will happen if the temperature is greater than 28? Here, digital right, this is our input output of the relay. The relay and the pin is 14, it will high. Which means the relay pin is high, means it's on. So the relay pin will be on if the temperature from the temperature sensor is greater than 28. The relay pin 14 will be high. Now the LCD, the cursor is on 0, it's on line 1. Then LCD prints fan on. So if the temperature sensor, if the sensing of this thing is higher than 28, then the LCD will print fan on, and the relay pin also will be high. Now the other if statement here means if the temperature is lower than 28, the digital pin, which our relay pin will be low. That means the relay pin will be turned off, and on the screen it will print fan off. So that is for that. Then here we have a delay. We have a delay for 0.5 seconds, which for ease of viewing. That means when we try to increase the temperature and reduce the temperature, all these fan off and fan on will be displayed. So the interval that this thing will be displayed on the screen. is 0.5 seconds. So that's just about the code. Now what we need to do now is to compile it. So we have to compile. We have to wait for some minutes for the compilation of the code. So I think the code has been compiled successfully. So we don't have any error. Yeah. So what we need to do now is to upload the code to our ESP8226. So this is it. Now we using a type B USB code. So this is it. Using type B. You plug in this. So you plug this to your system. So this is it. After plugging it, so you come to the system, you come to tools to choose our board and our port. So you come to board, so you come to generic ESP8226, you click on it. So you go back to tools again, you click on this, you click on tools, so you come to port, so you click on port 4. So in case you have many ports, maybe you don't know the one to choose, so what you need to do, just click on the port, you come to port. If you have many ports, so what you need to do, you remove the port, that the USB cord. So if you remove it, you click on, go back to tools again, you click on it. So it will show other ports, but I only have a one port connected to this system, so it will show other ports, but you will see that there will be a one that is missing on the port. So what you need to do now is just plug in the cord again, then you come back to tools, you click on port, the port that is missing when this thing is unplugged, so that one will be there again. So that is what you will click. So you leave others and you click on the COM. So it may be COM7, COM8, but the one I'm using now right now is COM4. So you click on it, then what you need to do, you click on upload. So this is our upload. So after clicking on COM4, you upload the code. So you're going to wait. So this is our progression bar. You're going to wait for some minutes so that you can upload the code. So let's wait. So we're about to go. So now the code is successfully uploaded on the device. So now what we need to do is to test whether the code is working or not. So this is our temperature sensor. So what we need to do now is to apply it on it. Now I will not be using a lighter, so I will just put it near my system fan, cooling fan. So I think so, putting it there. Okay, now the temperature is above 28. As we can see, the fan is on. Now I will try to put this temperature inside cold water and see. So putting it inside cold water. Can you see now? So the temperature is below 20, is below 28. So as you can see, the fan is off.